angel wing centerpiece. Let's go ahead and start. In Design Space, we're going to go ahead and click on Images on your left-hand side. The search box, we're going to type in what we're looking for. I'm going to just type in wing. And I'm going to go to Filter, and I'm going to click on Uploaded, because I found these wings on Google, and what I did was I found an SVG and I uploaded it to Design Space. Once you click on the image you'll be using, you'll see it in the bottom of the screen. You click on Insert Images. And I'm going to size my wings, which I'm going to first, I need to ungroup them. But since this image was from Google, it is not ungrouped. It wasn't ungrouped, but it wasn't on transparent background. So I just uploaded it just like that. If you can see on your layers panel, you cannot click on ungroup or group. So what I do is go on shapes, get a circle, unclick the lock, place it on top of one of the wings, highlight entire image, click on slice, and delete what you don't need, which is these gray parts. Now they're separate. Okay, each wing I'm going to size them 4 by 7. Click on the wing, unlock, the width is 4 and the height is 7 inches, and lock. And we're going to do the same for the second wing and lock. We're going to go ahead and set them aside. We're going to go ahead on text because we need a name, and it will be Pastor Wilson. And this part, you're going to go ahead and choose the font of your preference. What I do is I go on font, click on the drop down box. It gives you a wide selection of fonts. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to use it's Cricut alphabet. I'm just going to go ahead and type it here because I know it. I can look right like that. And right here, Cricut alphabet, we click on it. And then what we do is, in order for us to size each letter, we're going to have to click on the letters. And let's go to ungroup. Now we're going to go ahead to the layers panel. Once we ungroup, we don't need the gray, this right here, the shadow. So we just click on it, and on your keyboard, just click on delete. Now we're going to go one by one, and we're going to size all of these one by one. Click on the letter, go to size, unlock, and I'll be using 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Why? Because this will be on top of a plate. I will speed up the video, and I'll see you guys back in a bit. Okay, once you finish with the letters, let's go ahead and change the color. Changing the color is just a guide to remind you of what color you need to cut on. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to choose purple because it will be in purple. Now, if you go to your layers panel, you'll see your images, and all of them is cut. Meaning you will stick your colored cardstock on your mat, load it to the machine, and the machine will cut all of these pieces on that cardstock. Let's go ahead and click on the machine you'll be using. I'm going to use the Maker today. Okay, once you choose your machine, let's go ahead and click on Make It. Okay, for the wings, they will be double-sided. So let me go back and hide the letters because I need 4 wings. Let's go ahead and cancel. If you're not making the centerpiece double-sided, well, then this is fine just the way it is. But I forgot that my centerpiece will be double-sided. So let me just go ahead and click on cancel. I'm going to click on cancel, and what I'm going to do is highlight the entire wording, go to your layers panel. I'm going to group it, so I'll be hiding it just I don't have to hide it one at a time. When I group it, I can just click on the eye next to the word group on your layers panel. When you group it, it'll hide the entire wording. Okay, now we're going to click on make it, and on your project copies, we're going to click on to and apply. We're going to click on this one because I want to save cardstock. Click on this image, click on the three little dots, move to another mat, and now we have our... I could fit a few of the letters here so I can save cardstock, but that's fine. What you're going to do is, once you do that, you're going to cut on a 12 by 12 cardstock. I'm cutting on a regular 65-pound purple colored cardstock. Once you have that, we're going to click on continue. Wait for your computer to recognize the machine you'll be using, the one you selected on when you were on your canvas. Okay, once your computer selects your machine, recognizes the machine you'll be using, you're going to set your material. The maker does not have a knob to change your material. So I already have them saved on my favorites. So I'm going to use this light cardstock, 60 pound. And then the pressure, I will leave it in default. And then the only tools that are needed is your blade, which you're supposed to have it in your clamp B. Now, once you do that, we're going to go ahead and stick your cardstock onto your mat. We're going to load it to the machine. Once you load it to your machine, I like to use the fast mode because it's not intricate cuts. It's pretty good, and my mat is sticking pretty good. So when you're ready, you go ahead and press the flash and go button. When you press the flash and go button, once you cut, we're going to go ahead and click on cancel. Retrieve your mat from your cutting machine. Clean up your mat. We're going to go ahead and highlight these wings. And we're going to go ahead and just click on the eye. Instead of grouping it, just click on just two pieces. You don't have to group them. Now we're going to go ahead back to your layers panel. Click on the eye so we can bring in our letters. We're going to go ahead and click on make it. And now we have our wording. You can use a 12 by 12, or if you want to save some paper, some cardstock, we're going to go ahead and do an 8.5 by 11, or we can do not a 6 by 6. You don't even have to get the same exact size. You can just go ahead and size it this way. The 8.5, if you have scraps, you can use it. If not, if no scraps are available, you don't have no other cardstock, well, then I suggest using the 8.5 by 11 and then saving these 5 inches. Okay, once you do that, let's go ahead and click on continue, and you follow same technique. Select your material that you're using, which you're supposed to just leave it on the same if you're using the same material. If you want to use glittered cardstock for the wording or the wings, well, then you adjust your material. You set your material. If you're using the glittered cardstock, do not leave it on your light cardstock because it will not go through if you leave it on default. Okay? Once you do that, follow same technique. Once you cut, release it from your machine, clean your mat, and I'll see you guys back at the table so we can start assembling the centerpiece. It's on a plate and it involves a glass vase. I'll see you guys in a bit. Now that we're back at the table, we have our 4 wings. We have our letters. We have the 7-inch vase. We have some purple bling. We have the plate, some flowers, some accessories that I might place this one or a bowl. I'm not sure yet. And then let's go ahead first. Let's get the vase. And we're going to grab our bling. You can choose the bling to be a little bit lower down, like maybe 2 more rows if you want. But I will be placing these 2 right here. And then one thing that I forgot to mention was I have 2 dowel rods. 2 wood dowel rods, and I painted them with satin pearl, well, not satin, it's pearl purple paint to match a little bit with the rest of the items. Let's put that aside. Okay, let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is grab some glue, apply the glue on the bling, go all around until I place it on my vase. And the good thing is I'm using Gorilla Glue, which will be great for this piece. Okay, once you do that, let's go ahead and set it aside. And we're going to grab our wings. And I'm going to place a dowel rod. I'm going to apply some glue on the top and place it on the wing. And set it aside to dry. Grab the other side of the wing. This will be this side. And then let's grab this side. I'm just trying to measure, see if they, okay, they're fine, just like that. And then let's set this one aside to dry. Let's grab this one, and we're gonna go ahead. So I wanna make sure it's not too flimsy. Even though it's a small piece, it's kind of flimsy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place a dowel rod, not a dowel rod, a popsicle stick right in the middle. Let me go grab that popsicle stick real quick. Okay, let's grab this wing and apply the popsicle stick right in the middle so it won't be that flimsy. Okay, see? It's not flimsy at all. Set it aside, and same technique with the second wing. Set this one aside to dry. Let's grab this wing. Let's get the other part of the wing, and we're just going to go ahead and measure it so we can go ahead and glue it on. What I'm going to do is start gluing the sides. Okay, once you do that, what I did was I had the 12-inch dowel rods, and what I did was I grabbed my handy dandy tool and I cut them down a little bit because they were way too tall. And then once you place them inside the vase, you'll be able to crisscross your bottom parts, the bottom part of the dowel rods. And when you crisscross them, well, then it'll lean against the the vase, and it'll be just like that. Let's see if I can put it this way. Right. I'll get a better angle in a bit. You crisscross your wings, and they will stand up. I'll get a better angle, like I said. Let's just go ahead and set them aside. And grab our plate. And let's go ahead and grab our letters. And let's go ahead and place the letters first before starting to glue one by one, because we need to know where we're going to place these letters. You don't want them to be short on whatever side you're placing them on. Here, and this one here. So this one, turn it over here, this side. And I think we got it. Okay, there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the small hot glue and start gluing all the letters. Just little dabs of glue and place them where you had them, and we'll be right back. Okay, now we're done with the letters. I glued all the letters on the plate. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our flowers, and we're going to arrange the flowers right in the center of the plate all around. For that, I'm going to grab my glue gun, the big one, because it'll release more of that glue, of that hot glue. Just start placing it right one next to the other, all around the edge. Okay, now that you placed your flowers, vase goes in the middle, and then your pieces go right inside the vase. Let's go ahead and grab our little jewelry here. See if we can place at least two in the bottom and the top. Apply the glue, and we place it right in the middle, and you won't see that opening. And then while the glue is hot, you'll be able to bend because it's plastic. Grab the next one, and we're going to place it right here. Same technique. Okay, we have the bling on the top and the bottom. This will be the front part of the plate. It'll be just like that, or it can be the other side, or on the side, does not matter. Let me just go ahead and get a better angle so I can show you how the wings will be placed. Go ahead and place right in the center, and grab the wings, and place one wing on this side and the other one on this side. Place them right on top of the vase, and it'll be just like this. Okay, there you go. You just have to interlock the bottom part, and it'll stand. They will stand. Or you can just go ahead and hot glue them right in the middle, and it'll be fine. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and as usual, happy crafting.